What a mess. See how long it takes somebody to get in here. 26 seconds and counting. Yeah. Sorry about the pops and stuff. Hey, somebody came. Hey, Superbird, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good up there. I still like it down in the south better, but hey, I guess it's all what you grew up in, right? I just wanted to get on here and do a quickie. NASCAR guy, Gary. Hope everyone's doing wonderful on this Saturday. I was just sitting out here, just got done spraying a couple cars and wanted to say hi to everybody. I got 30%, so I'm not going to be on long. But I wanted to show everybody because most people won't show you this stuff. Look what a mess. Holy cow. But yeah, that's what us creators go through when we sit here and do this stuff. Most of them won't show you the behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, I will. I don't care. But I was working on this. One for me and one for somebody else. He knows he's getting it. There's that ding again. I was working on this, one for me and one for somebody else, but look at how good that looks. Just put the clear coat on it. So I'm going to get it back under the cover real quick. Look at that shine. Oh yes, oh yes. It's still leveling itself. It's still settling, but I wanted to show you that. That one's mine, so I color coordinated the base and clear coated that. You can see the gloss on there. And while I was sitting out here cleaning up my mess, cleaning well, it's definitely faster than 35. While I was sitting out here cleaning up my stuff, I was like, well, let me go live for just a minute and show everybody what I'm working on. I did that, and I am also currently working on this. I sanded it, kind of, I didn't use flits or anything, but I went higher than the sandpaper I normally go to, kind of lightly polish it. And then I went over it with Wicked Colors Silver Metallic. Right, went over it with that. Mixed with some 40-30. Whenever you mix any of their paints with the 40-30 or 40-53, I think it is, or whatever, any of their balancing clears, it makes the paint a polyurethane. So I sprayed that because the next color I go with is a candy. So you'll have to watch the video. But it's a candy that I have not used before, and I'm really anxious to find out how that's going to look. Over that silver metallic, it should look really good. Excuse me for just a second. And I think I turned the chat off. Let's see. There we go. Get back down to the bottom. Yes, that Firebird. Hey, Miniature Mustangs, how you doing? Red Eye? Nothing compared to my hobby room. I hear you, Gary. I hear you. Mad Runner, how you doing, buddy? Making sure I didn't miss anybody. I'm still learning this stuff. I don't go live enough to know. Just finished my Buddy Bill video. Sweet. Be sure to send me some pictures. Be sure to send me some pictures. Yes, Superbird, that Firebird. Thank you. Eddie? But yeah, I did the base also. This I did not prime. I just went straight over it with the silver metallic. That way it gives a little bit of a, what do I want to call it? Not the same color. What's the plan for that? What, for the Firebird? Nothing, just a paint job, some different wheels. But I'm trying a paint that I've never tried before. It's one that Wicked Paint, or Paints Wicked sent me. I don't know how to go live, but I think you need 1,000 subscribers to go live. I might be wrong. But anyhow, as far as Firebird, it's just going to be painted. It's going to be one of 3 types of paints. It's either going to be a solid paint with decals, or a two-tone fade, like I did the gasser. But I'm not using the blood red this time. I'm using a different color that was sent in to me by Mr. Paints Wicked, one of my great subscribers. But yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I'm trying to decide if I want to put NASCAR wheels on it, or NASCAR style wheels on it with the white letters, or if I want to go with chrome wheels. Don't know yet. It'll be one or the other. I'll let the car tell me what it wants whenever I get it painted. Because the color, this particular color, I'm at 558. Yeah, well, there you go. StreamYard, great. I just go through YouTube because it's quicker. But the Firebird, let me show you again. I've been wanting to try this color. I was going to save it for a Cadillac, but I can't find the right Cadillac casting. But Mr. Jeff Brumman sent me one that I'll probably do it on. But I wanted to go ahead and use it, and I had this casting in the setting over to the side. I already stripped it. I don't have a computer, so I don't. You can do it on the phone, Eddie. I mean, Gary, I'm sorry. Gary, you can do it on the phone. That's what I'm doing it on. I don't have my computer outside. But this has so many curves, and I wanted a body that has a lot of curves to it, because the paint that I have, that I'm going to try, loves bodies with curves. Like me, I like women with curves. So, that was the plan. That's why I'm doing it on that. So how's everybody doing today? I'll probably stay on about 10 or 15 minutes. The wife and I are going to go to Dollar General. I'm going to do another pig hunt. Don't know if there's going to be anything there. It's probably been 3 months since I went to this particular store. But yeah, I'm out here cleaning up. Put everything up in this protector. That's my clear coat and hardener. I keep it sealed up, keep it out of the air until I buy the ones that are in the jugs and everything. I just got stuff everywhere. Hidden my water for cleaning out the airbrush. How do you keep with the comments if you're filming live? Well, Gary, you're not really filming. You're just talking to your phone. The comments will be over to the side, okay? And like I just learned, I flipped up trying to get the camera to flip around. Well, I know that I have to hit the button down there that shows the camera flip. Okay, on my particular phone, all you gotta do is touch the screen, swipe it, and it flips it. Well, with this app, there's a button down on the bottom left that you press that's got a little camera with 2 arrows going like that, and that just reverses it. See, I'll hit it now. Beep. See? Just hit that button and it flips it. But anyhow, when I tried swiping my phone, I swiped the comments off. So what I did is I went back and swiped it in reverse direction. But the comments will be over to your side. On my phone, they're on the left-hand side. I don't know about everybody else's. And there's some more options on here. I don't know. There's a button down on the bottom that's got the comment icon. And you can, let's see, top chat, live chat, all messages are visible. Let's click on that. Yep, there we go. It keeps all the messages over to the left, and there's another icon. Let me check that. If I lose you, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I can change the color of my thumbnail and everything on there. Alright, that's cool. There's another button with a lot of little buttons. Save, highlight, share, and mute microphone. Okay. So if I get another phone call or the wife comes out or something, I can just click on that. Cool. But yeah, Gary, that's all there is to it. If you bring up the YouTube app, well, yes, experiment with it. If you go to the YouTube app, I don't know if you have to have 1,000 subscribers or not. Yeah, that's where I went, Kirshner. I was talking to him. He's the one that was dinging when I was talking live. But if you use the YouTube app, you go to your channel, and then the little plus button down at the bottom. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? Little plus button down at the bottom. You click on that, and it'll tell you, ask you if you want to do a short, go live, or whatever. So you just click on that, create your thumbnail, swipe all the way down to the bottom of the screen, hit OK, and then go. Ah, you're good. He had no idea. Heck, I didn't know I was going to go live either. But yeah, I figured I'd show everybody what I was up to. Let me show you this other one. This is the one that's for somebody else. Woo, I about dropped it. I would have been mad. But it's still settling too. It's still self-leveling. There's that one. And Mr. Kirshner Farms, there is Hot Wheels and Diecast. Mr. Kirshner Farm, there is the Paints Wicked channel. He is the anonymous donator that used to donate me the paints and the bodies and stuff. But look at that finish on that. Holy cow. Just to prove to you, I do have 2, and I'm not showing you the same one. 2. T-U-E. 2. But I'll let those dry for a day or so, and then I'll detail it. Headlights, radiator, tail lights, stuff like that. and they'll be finished. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate that. But I'm going through my phone, through the computer. So that's how I'm doing everything now. Phone, because the number is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Everything's going through my Wi-Fi. Hey, Mr. Brummett, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, out here cleaning up my mess, trying out different things. I tried it on the spoon, the clear coat on the spoon. That was my light tack coat. And then I said, well, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you, Rutledge, welcome. That was my tack coat, because what I was doing, like I was telling Kirshner, I see everybody with spraying their cars and everything, and I'm like, why can't I get that wet coat? So I had my pressures up high, and I was trying to get it in one coat, and that's not how you do it. I watched Barbados Rex last night. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. He tests any kind of paint you know. Ah, yeah, you're Mr. Jeff to me. Anyhow, he has really good lighting in his paint booth and everything. He gets in real close and he shows how to do it. So what he did was he put on a light coat. And I know everybody does it different, but this worked for me also. I'm just saying. Because like I said, I was trying to get that solid wet coat in one pass, and you can't do that. Rudy Moons, hey buddy, how you doing? So I put on the tack coat. Then I put on a medium coat, which as you can see, it's starting to get, I sprayed the whole spoon. Then I said, let me do this bottom half so I can show the difference, or see the difference. All right, Gary, later, buddy. Hey, you still gonna work out a deal with me for those wheels? Swiss burgers, ooh, that sounds good. So then I went over it with a medium wet coat, and you can see it starting to brighten up. And then for the final pass, I hit it slower and just a hair closer and let the paint build up. But I wasn't close enough to where, and my pressures was down to 20 psi. A lot of people say I'm shooting too high, including Mr. Kirshner. And so I slowed it down to 20 at Mr. Kirshner's recommendation, and I slowed down my passes because I was going too fast too, trying to get it all at once. And yeah, that worked perfect. That's the end result. Now my paint is not all built up, and it's not pushed, and it's having to try to force its way back, and it's not giving enough time to level before it's drying, because the activator I'm using is a fast activator, and I'm putting too much paint on there for it to have time to level back down. So, my fault, my mistake, but that's a learning curve, right? You don't know, you try. Has anybody else been finding anything? Let me close up this. You found trucks today at Kroger's. Wow. Yes, it is fast. Brutus, welcome, buddy. Yeah, we're going to head out to Dollar General. Hopefully I'll find something. And Mr. Brummett, or Jeff, I did the same thing you did. I went to Walmart and they dropped some new cases. Fantasy, 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 and more fantasy. How many I need for what? You done forgot about the deal? Ah, Gary. You must have had a few of them cans open when we was talking about that. I'll hit you up through email. But anyhow, yeah, nothing but fantasy cars here. But I forgot what the trucks, all of those trucks, as many as you don't want. JP, I'll catch you up in just a second, buddy. Too many cans. Yeah. What was I talking? Oh, anyhow, I forgot what it was. It was, for a minute, it put me in the mind of the Target red cars because it has the red thing, the red tab on the bottom corner. I forgot what it was, but it was that stupid drift Mustang. And I seen it. It was back in the back, like the second car from the back. And I was like, oh man, I need to get that and send it in to Mustang Hunter. And I was like, well, he's already got it. He's got every Mustang casting that was ever made, and then some. And then halfway home, I was like, Jeff sent me a picture of it. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff? It was the Super. Yes, the Super Treasure Hunt Mustang drift car. Didn't even think about it. I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's, there you go, Gary. Hey, everybody's got their thing, right? I'll hit you up. Anyhow, I just saw the car and I was like, that's a cool color variation. Jason will really like that. And it didn't even dawn on me that Jeff had just sent me a picture. Yeah. And went right by it, and I'm sitting there, and I was halfway home. I was like, no need in going back, because as I was walking off, there was 3 or 4 teenagers over there looking, so I know they snatched it up, so it wasn't even any need going back. But anyhow, that's all. That's all, fine and dandy. The ones that got away right up here last longer than the ones that you find. Found 5 square bodies, 677 Lincoln Continental. Wow. That's cool. Those square bodies are something else. And those 77 Lincolns, wow, I bet those look good. But JP, I was just showing everybody this. Most people don't show. Hey Dane, how you doing? By the way, I gotta get up with you on Instagram. You know why? You're the one. Anyhow, I was just showing everybody, JP, that most people that do the customs and stuff don't show behind the scenes. I will. See if I can get it turned around. There we go. Yeah, we show the nice paint jobs and decals and everything, but they don't show all this. And all this. And all that. This was a tub of water that I used to wash out my stuff. But yeah, look at that mess. And I have to plan more than one car at a time, because bringing the stuff in and out of the house, there's a lot to it. Yes, they are a pain to find in the wild, and I really want one, just one, of the Target editions, just for my collection, but that's okay. They're not here. My Targets have not stocked anything since Christmas. But anyhow, that's okay. Yes, I have been busy, but like I said, I have to plan this stuff together, because I have to bring it in and out of the house, because, you know, like, to bring the paintbrush, everything to clean the paintbrush, everything to use the paintbrush, paints, if I run out, you know, all that stuff to test on. You know, doing just one car, that is a pain in the butt, in and out with that stuff. So I try to work it out, like where I can do multiples. You know, I knew I was going to clear coat the 2 gases. I did them last, so I could take my time and practice. I sprayed, and this is for you, JP. I sprayed this. It was a semi-polished base, and then I went over it with silver metallic, so that when I go over it with the next color, it really pops, I hope. So I had that. That's what this was for. And then I had to spray the base for my 55 gasser, because I forgot to do that. So I sprayed it with the chrome rattle can a couple days ago, and then I brought the... Thanks, I appreciate that. This is my homemade Spectre Flame ink, and that is what I use for these. That's what I use for those. It's a really nice color. It goes on really good. Yeah, that's what my wife keeps telling me. I thought about going to IKEA and getting one. Do you have an eBay store? Do I have an eBay store? What? Do you have an eBay store for diecast, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't. I don't. If I could ever get enough cars made for customs and everything, I could do it. But no, I don't. I don't sell my stuff. I'm going to sell some of my customs. I put one on Instagram for a silent auction. Had a great turnout and everything. And that goes off today. As a matter of fact, I just ended it and somebody won it. So I got to contact them after I get all this stuff put up. But yeah, that's my Spectre Flame paint. And again, the reason I brought that out was because I had to paint this. Right? Had to paint that. And then I clear coated it. I let it sit there for about an hour, and then I clear coated it. The 55s, of course, they were already done because I had to put decals on. I did them last weekend. But yeah, that's what's been going on, JP. And then you have to clean it all up, and then you have to put it all up, right? That's why I say that's the fun part. You guys don't have to watch in the videos because it's boring. But luckily, I have this tub. Chris Davis, hey, how you doing? Welcome. But that's one of the cool things about this. I dump the water out, and then I've got something to carry everything in. Put all my paints and stuff, and I gotta get me some more reducer. Mr. Paints Wicked sent me this, or Kirshner Farms, he sent me this. It's the 4012. This is their old reducer. It doesn't work with everything, I have found out. Works good when it works, but it doesn't work with everything. Yes, I'm above ground. All is excellent. Yes, I normally use 4011, I really do. But I actually use that for airbrush cleaner too. Yes, please, definitely, definitely. As many of them as you don't want, because I got to make a Harley. And just to let some of you guys know, I'm planning on making some 454 SS trucks out of those 83s. I know it's not the same year as the ones that Hot Wheels is fixing to release, but I'm gonna polish it, get it transparent black, decals, and some nice wheels. So be on the lookout. But what was I saying? Heck, I don't remember. Cleaning up. Y'all don't have to watch all that. Be thankful. But it's the price we pay for being able to do these fancy paint jobs and custom colors like Mr. Kirshner sent me. Oh yeah, I know what I was saying. This works great with Createx paints. It works great as an airbrush cleaner. It works great with their metal flakes or metallic paints, but it does not work good with auto-borne sealer. I haven't tried it with the black yet, but white, no bueno. No bueno. It looks like it... No, yeah, you've tried it too, huh? Auto-borne, it looks like it's spitting water. It'll spray a nice layer, and then it's like got too hot. Yeah, it looks like it's spitting water on the casting. So then I have to go back and hit it with the towel, and it's just a mess. So I use that now mainly to thin down Createx until I get to go get some more 4011, and I use it as airbrush cleaner. So, you know, that is what it is. So, like I said, it's a learning curve. We got to learn. You know, my first couple times spraying the 2K Clear, I sucked. Then Mr. Kirshner walked me through it, told me what to do, sent me some personal videos, and I greatly appreciated it. But, you know, it's just kind of hard to see in lighting. And then last night I was like, well, I've got to spray those cars. I want them right. So I did a search and found Barbados Rex. Well, I didn't find him. I actually subscribed to him, but I found where he showed how he sprays it. So then I got to see how he does it. I said, well, let me try that on a spoon. So that's what I did. I tried it on that spoon. For those of you that missed it, I'll run over it again real quick. That's where I'm at, intro level airbrush, and time for the trial. And there you go. I actually have a couple castings that I messed up that I could use for gassers and stuff, which I probably will later on. But I'll strip them and practice spraying on them. But for this, you can't beat a good spoon for like airbrushing or just seeing what colors to do. Like if you want to know what homemade Spectraflame looks like, you know, if you go that route, or real Spectraflame, whatever, over different colors of base, like a silver, a chrome, like a polish, a gold, whatever, spray you up some spoons, different colors, and then just spray them with that color. I hear you, Jeff. Nah, he's meaning it's too much for that auto-borne. Yeah, it's the chemicals and stuff that's in it doesn't work too well. Yeah, but anyhow, because most of the, well, I'll just leave it at that. But anyhow, you can spray it over the spoons and not waste time painting the body, getting it ready, painting it, and then having to strip it again, practice on the spoons. But for those that just came in, what I was doing was I was trying to get, you all see people spray on eBay. Hey, he's got me thinking about eBay. You all see people spray on YouTube. Well, I was only going to go 15 here, we're at 25. And they get that real wet look. I was trying that and I couldn't get it. Well, Mr. Kirshner told me the pressure was too high and a few other things. But Barbados, I watched him, and he did a tack coat. So I did the whole spoon with just that tack coat, just a real quick, kind of a way tack coat. He let it dry for a minute. Weekend warrior, yes. Airbrushing opens up so many doors. Wow, Jeff, thank you. I appreciate that. Maple Leaf, Andrew, how you doing, buddy? From Switzerland. But then I went in closer. Like if I was this far to start with, I went in like this for the second coat, the mid coat, which is what gave me this wetness here. And I slowed down just a little bit. Then I went, instead of being here for the first coat, here for the second, I went in like this and slowed down just a hair more and watched the clear build up, and then I would move. And that's how you learn. Talking to people that know, like Kirshner Farm, watching people like Barbados Rex, and doing it. That's the only way to do it. But anyhow, wow, Jeff. I like to find a buttload of them. I'd pick up every one of them I have. And there's a recolor of it coming out too. But yeah, I can't wait for you to open that package, Andrew. And I don't want you to till you're ready, but I can't wait for you to open that package because I want to see if it made it in one piece. Because there's a few things, well, there's two things to be precise that I did to it that could come off. They shouldn't, but they could. Yes, red. They shouldn't come off, but you never know. I'll be going through some spoons for clear then. Yes, clear is a pain. Trust me, I have it. Oh, that's fine, Andrew. Like I said, do it when you want. I really hope you like it. I did my best. That's all I'm going to say. I did my best with it. I had a fail that you'll see in the video when I drop it on the 9th. And changed things up just a little bit from there. And then it finished out how it finished. But I'll go ahead and tell you, I did put it back in the pack. So it's up to you if you want to open it or leave it in there. The reason I put them back in the packs, and I've mentioned this in videos before, is it gives you kind of that experience like when you go to the store and find a treasure hunt, a super treasure hunt. Is it? Paint job number 3 is good. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jeff has already seen it. I sent him some pictures as well as others. And I let Jeff watch the video. But it's like when you find that super treasure hunt, you know, you anticipation, you get it home and you want to take it out of the pack, so you rip it open, take it out of the pack. I put it in the pack, so if people want to open it, it's sort of that same experience, if that makes sense. So that's why I do it. Unless it's a M2 or something like that and I can't put it back in the pack. Or I put something on that makes it too big for the pack. So, but yeah, that's why I do it. Just to give it a little bit more happiness, you know. Thanks, JP. I got to get you one done too. You're on the list. Trust me. I wasn't going to tell you. You're on the list, but I got to get you one done. I ain't going to tell you what it is though. Okay, cool. Be ready. Just have you something that can cut through pain in the butt bags. That bag gives everybody a pain. But the reason I use it is when I put it in there and I fold it over, it's double layered bubble wrap with water resistant. Yeah, see, you didn't know. I wasn't going to tell you, but anyhow. And it's not going to be what you expect. At least not right now, it's not. Might change my mind later. But it gives a double layer protection. It's in a tamper-proof bag. It's in, you know, it's just, there's so much more. I wouldn't bet on it, Jeff, but it could be. It just double protection, and then it's inside a box with bubble wrap too. So plus it was on going to Switzerland. That's a long way. But it even gave Mr. Hewitt's with all his knives a problem. I watched him fight that thing for a good 3 minutes, I know, trying to open it. Wow, 16 people and 11 likes. Thank you all so very much. I'm glad you wanted to spend part of your Saturday with me. There goes a tiny home. Somebody got repossessed. I think I got it on there. Yes, I do too, JP. I do too. Well, I hate to, guys, but I'm going to have to get off here. The wife told me it'd be about an hour before she's ready to go, and I've been on here for 30 minutes. I just want to talk to y'all, show y'all what I was up to. Beautiful day, only 85 degrees I think it is right now. I get to chat and not be outside in the heat. Here you go. I have a couple castings for JP. I just got to pick which one. And one is not a well, they say it's 164, but it's not really 164. I can actually use 124 decals on it and get away with it. Thanks, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. But like I said, I'm going to get off here. I want to get everything put up so Cooper can't get in it and then go. Did you read my last question? Andrew, you too. Brutus, I might have missed it. Yeah, Georgia humidity. We got that here in North Carolina too. If you, I'll scroll back, but if you will, go ahead and retype it, and I'll be on the lookout for it while you retype it. I'm going through them now. I know this chat doesn't talk about politics. Do you keep up with Trump rallies? If that's the one you're talking about with, no. Yes, yes. Text on IG. I will. Um, you take care too. Thank you all for coming. I'm not gonna say. No, I don't keep up with Trump rallies, but I know Trump's message is always the same. So, uh, what can you say? You know, the world was definitely a better place, and I can't believe. I will say this. I had a guy get into an argument with me on YouTube about Trump or about Biden when I posted my short about the gas. And if you don't want to listen to this, that's fine. Just go ahead and leave. I totally understand. Everybody has their own choices. He said he would happy to pay what the gas prices is, and we pay double of that just not to hear. Oh wow! Just not to hear about mean tweets and drinking Clorox, and I'm like, so you would throw away your children's future, you would throw away the country's future, and your future over tweets? Really, really, that's your thought process, and I'll just leave it at that. But anyhow, he's no longer part of the channel because he got kind of rude after that. And I normally don't block anybody, but I just said enough's enough. Bye. Have fun. Nice life. Your choice. My choice not to have to talk to you. That's how I look at it. But I try not to block anybody because everybody's got their opinions and they're entitled to them. But you don't have to be rude or mean. So, with that stated, everybody have a wonderful day. I just got the warning 15%. And thank you all so very much for coming. And get out there and hunt, because that's what I'm doing. Haha, tell that to the RLC for. Yeah, I know. But that's not what this channel's about. I try to stay out of all that. I do that in other forms, emails, text messages, stuff like that. I leave that out of this channel. But with that stated, everybody have a blessed day. Get out there and hunt, because I'm fixing to, and I wish all of you the best luck. And we'll see you next time. Thank you all so very much for coming. Oh, you're welcome, Eddie. Thank you for coming, buddy.